Yo, what's going on, guys? Chris Bonner here, Power Training TV. So I wanted to share something with you guys today. It's more of a story, some stuff you guys may have not known about me, but I was talking to some of the guys here, some of the coaches, and I thought that this was a really cool story, and I didn't realize how potent it was until we started talking about it. And it revolves around two concepts, the two characteristics as an athlete you should absolutely have, and that's time, or awareness of time, and focus. You see, something you may not know about me was, as a kid growing up, I had this sports complex called Engelbert. It was literally, basically, probably like in my backyard. I mean, I used to ride my bike there every spring training from around springtime all the way through summer. We used to go annoy and get autographs from the Blue Jays because that's where they play their spring training ball. And eventually what we did was, me and my buddy, we linked up, we got a job with them. I mean, at a young age, I think just to have a locker room in there, and we used to help out with the laundry and the club manager. And then I became, as I grew up, had another opportunity to become an assistant clubhouse manager there, help them out. But basically my entire life I was surrounded around these professional and minor league athletes, still professional, from the Toronto Blue Jays. And one thing I always saw every single spring training was mountain, so many guys come in, hundreds, fill up the entire clubhouse. Basically, they would sort out who they want and eliminate the other ones. They'd make cuts, and that's what they do in the minor league pretty avidly. Some guys, they give a chance and they see if they have potential, but essentially, one year, I thought it was pretty cool. These guys would come in, and the Dominicans would kind of click up and get their own little section going. You had the Venezuelans would do their own thing over here, and then you would have some brothers. You would have some, I remember this one group of black guys that were really funny. I remember that corner of the locker room was always hilarious, right? I remember there's guys, JD, this guy Fred, this guy Orlando, and this one guy Orlando. What the thing was about him was, one day I come in and his locker room is completely on the other side of the building, away from his boys. And I was thinking as a little kid, oh, what happened? Did they get in a fight? What happened? And I remember asking him, this guy had so much charisma. He was outspoken, everything. He was the loudest one of the group. And I remember him explaining to me that basically he only had a limited amount of time to do what he's doing. And he had to focus. He obviously didn't say it in those words, but he's like, man, my time's short. I gotta get on my grind. And from that day forth, he cut himself off from his boys, right? And he came in first. Another story, this is crazy, this guy, I learned so much from him. They used to ship vans from the Red Roof Inn, which is a hotel here, all the way to the training facility, right? Spring training. I remember him taking a cab to be the first one there one morning. So he would be the first one there and the last to leave. He couldn't even take the vans that they were shipping back and forth. He would actually take his own ride just to put in work through that day. He eliminated his friends and went to work. Let me tell you something about that that's very important. This man was the only one. 5-10 years later, I go to a Tampa Bay Rays game, and I see them playing the Arizona Diamondbacks, and the guy named Orlando Hudson was playing. And this guy made the pros, and I looked up all those other guys, and none of them made it. None of them made it. So what do you call it, chance, or you call it hard work, or you call it being aware of time and focus, whatever you want to say. I wanted to share that with you guys because I want you guys to realize, as athletes, that time is limited, my friend. That time is limited. You have this window of opportunity. All that partying, all that bullshit, and all that hanging out with girls, whatever it is going to be there for a long time. But while you have this opportunity, don't let it shrink on you. Let it grow on you. And that's by investing in yourself and focusing hardcore and beating on that craft each and every day. I'm going to holler at you guys next time.
I don't want to be an icon. I want to be an idea. I want to represent an idea.
So look, for a top speed exercise today, I wanted to share with you guys something that I think is such a simple tool you can utilize to correct a lot of your top speed. So often I talk about the mechanics of the lower body and cycling when you're in top speed.